India may be heading toward the same immigration crisis the United States has been struggling with for years. And after a major political shift near the Bangladesh border, this issue is suddenly becoming impossible to ignore. Because now, for the first time in years, India is openly talking about something extremely sensitive: illegal immigration from Bangladesh.
We have seen comments of this nature being made in the last several days. These comments must be seen in the context of the core issue of repatriation of illegal Bangladeshis from India. This obviously requires cooperation from Bangladesh. Over 2,860 cases of nationality verification are pending with Bangladesh, and some of it, or several of it, a lot of it, for over 5 years. Our policy, as you very well understand, is that any foreign national who is illegal in the country, he or she must be repatriated as per our laws, procedures, and established bilateral mechanisms and arrangements. We expect that Bangladesh will expedite nationality verification so that repatriation of illegal immigrants can take place in a smooth.
And according to several reports and political estimates, the numbers could already be massive. So what exactly is happening here? Why is Bangladesh suddenly nervous? And why are many people comparing this situation to America's own border crisis? Let's break it down. Recently, after strong political gains by India's ruling BJP party in regions close to the Bangladesh border, discussions around illegal immigration have once again exploded across Indian media and politics. For decades, this issue existed in the background. People crossed the border illegally in search of work, better opportunities, or simply a more stable life. But according to many analysts, India never seriously addressed the long-term consequences of this migration. And now, the conversation is changing rapidly. Bangladesh's Home Ministry recently expressed hope that India would not begin pushbacks of undocumented migrants after political changes near the border. That statement immediately triggered a response from India's Ministry of External Affairs. India clarified that this is not about random pushbacks. Instead, officials described it as a matter of repatriation, meaning undocumented migrants staying illegally in India may eventually be sent back through legal procedures and bilateral agreements. India also stated that thousands of nationality verification cases involving Bangladeshi citizens are still pending. In simple terms, India is saying, if someone is living in the country illegally, they must eventually return according to the law. Now here's where things become much more complicated. Talking about illegal immigration is easy. Actually removing millions of undocumented migrants is an entirely different challenge. And this is exactly where people are drawing comparisons with the United States. Donald Trump rose to power promising tougher immigration enforcement and mass deportations. But even in America, with advanced databases, stronger tracking systems, and far lower population density than India, deporting large numbers of undocumented migrants has proven extremely difficult, expensive, and politically controversial. Reports estimate that mass deportation operations in the U.S. could cost hundreds of billions of dollars over many years. Why? Because the process is incredibly complex. First, authorities must identify undocumented individuals. Then comes detention, then nationality verification, then legal review, and finally, deportation agreements with the receiving country. It's not as simple as just sending people back. And now India may be facing a similar dilemma, but on an even larger scale. Some political figures and reports inside India have claimed that undocumented Bangladeshi migrants may number in the tens of millions. Now, these numbers are highly debated and politically sensitive, but even conservative estimates suggest the issue is significant, and that creates enormous pressure on resources, jobs, infrastructure, and border security. Because every country eventually asks the same question: how much migration pressure can a nation realistically absorb? But the real concern may not even be today's numbers. It's the future. Bangladesh is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. And many experts warn that climate change could dramatically worsen migration pressures across South Asia in the coming decades. Rising sea levels, heat waves, water shortages, flooding, and loss of coastal land could push even more people to migrate in the future. And if that happens, India may face one of the largest migration challenges in Asia. Which is why this issue is suddenly becoming a major political topic again. India now appears focused on two things. First, strengthening border monitoring and surveillance. And second, creating systems to identify and process undocumented migrants more aggressively. But whether this can realistically work on a massive scale remains uncertain. Because history shows that once migration reaches very large numbers, solving the issue becomes incredibly difficult. And this is why many experts believe India could soon face the same debate that has already transformed politics in the United States and Europe. Border security, national identity, economic pressure, humanitarian concerns, and the political battle over immigration. This is no longer just a local border issue. It may become one of the defining geopolitical challenges of South Asia over the next decade. And honestly, this conversation is only just beginning. What do you think? Can India realistically control illegal immigration at this scale? Or will this issue continue growing over the next few decades? Comment your thoughts below. And if you enjoyed this deep geopolitical breakdown, subscribe to the channel for more global stories explained in simple English.